Welcome to the return of Golden Wrestling Talk. Of course, this used to be with Patrick, which he will be joining in like future episodes to do with like pay-per-views and stuff, like pay-per-view predictions and reviews and whatever. So don't worry, he will be back, but I'll most likely be doing most of this by myself. This is different for me. I don't normally do this kind of content anymore, so this is going to be a mix-up. But let's get into the first episode. The show starts off with Alexa Bliss complaining about facing Asuka, which I would too because I don't want to die. Kurt Angle says that's too bad. Get out there and face her anyways because I don't give a f***. Kurt Angle comes out to the ring, confirms the rules for the Women's Royal Rumble. He says it will be just like the Men's Royal Rumble, which is over the top rope, 30 women, which there's like 20, 21, I don't remember. I try to count something along the lines of 20 current women on the main roster, and I counted like Brie Bella too, so there's definitely going to be like NXT people coming, hopefully returns from ex-wrestlers who used to be in the WWE, which I'm excited about. Hopefully all that happens. Let me know who you think will come to the Women's Royal Rumble, and let me know who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble. I have to clarify that now because there's two. Crazy. While Kurt Angle is confirming the rules for the Women's Royal Rumble, the Bar comes out and is like, "Hey, last week we got screwed by Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan," which I would also complain. I just punched my microphone, I'm sorry. I would also complain about Jason Jordan taking my championship because it's Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan then heard his name and was like, "I'm important," came out, and it was like, "I'm cool, Dad." So Kurt Angle made a match between Jason Jordan and Cesaro, which everyone very much wanted. Seth Rollins comes out and he's like, "WTF, bro? What are you doing?" He stays in the corner during Jason Jordan's match to try and help him win, which in the end, Jason Jordan got the win off of Seth Rollins' distraction. On the outside of the ring, attacking Sheamus, Jason Jordan obviously thought he won the match on his own. It's very funny because it's clear at the end of that match that Seth Rollins feels like he's babysitting for Kurt Angle. Sorry, Seth Rollins, you're in the middle of babysitting Jason Jordan. The next match is definitely one that you don't want to miss. Probably a dream match, probably a WrestleMania match. Bray Wyatt versus Apollo Crews. Man, I think the only highlight of that match was at some point Bray Wyatt scared Dana Brooke, which was freaking hilarious. I'm going to put a pic on the screen now of Dana Brooke being scared, which looks like a thumbnail for a porno. Just look at it and judge for yourselves. After the match, Matt Hardy decides to pop up on the Titantron and talks about a whole bunch of random stuff, and Bray Wyatt the whole time has the best face on him that just was the most entertaining thing ever. He was just like, what is wrong with this guy? There's not really much to say about Matt Hardy's promo because it was woken. Matt Hardy, I hate saying woken. It's terrible. But let's just keep the highlight of Bray Wyatt's face. Let's do that. Next is Alexa Bliss's nightmare. Alexa Bliss versus Asuka. During half that match, Alexa just kept running away. She was just like, "I don't want to do this." To be fair, I would too if Asuka kept staring at me the way she stares at everyone while she's in a match. And then somehow during the commercial break, turned it around for herself. Somehow, I don't know, because it was during the commercial, and then she was doing good the whole match until she decided to slap Asuka in the face, which turned her into her other form, which is She-Hulk. It ended with Alexa losing, obviously. The whole night is very obvious wins and losses for everyone. Next is a backstage promo with Samoa Joe, which ended with Renee Young looking like she might murder Samoa Joe, you know? Don't mess with Renee Young. He said something about how he took out Dean and how Dean is living off of his wife's paycheck, which everyone was like, "Oh no, he didn't." That's the moment that it was confirmed that it will be Renee Young versus Samoa Joe at WrestleMania for the main event. After that, it was a video package of Bayley confirming she'll be in the Women's Royal Rumble, which I don't understand these video packages. You don't gotta make them. I mean, I guess it's a promotion for the Royal Rumble, but everyone knows people will be in the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? Or just leave it as a surprise. Next, it's Braun Strowman versus Rhino. As you predicted, Rhino gets the win. I'm kidding. It's Braun Strowman versus Rhino, for Rhino to show Heath how to be a man and toughen up. During the match, Heath Slater kept jumping up on the ring, which ended bad with him. Braun gets out of the ring, picks up a microphone, and tells him to either stand on the floor and shut up, or get in the ring and get these hands like your partner. At that moment, Heath Slater did the right thing and ran away. I'm kidding. Slater was like, okay, that's not a good idea. Heath Slater got in the ring, started to attack Braun Strowman, which made no sense because it should have been a DQ. Even Michael Cole was like, that doesn't seem right. The match is still going somehow. And of course, it ends with Braun Strowman killing both Heath Slater and Rhino. I have learned if you are in a match with Braun Strowman, and I think last week it was Kane, just play dead, don't breathe, and don't move. After that match, he goes backstage with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, talking about, bruh, don't get disqualified, alright? We gotta keep our championships, keep your cool. And then Jason Jordan walks on the screen and starts talking, and everyone's like, I don't like you. And it ends with them making this face, which is how everyone feels and how everyone felt when Kurt Angle decided this is gonna be my son. We're back with Kurt Angle in his office talking to Finn Balor. Finn Balor picks his teammates for later on in the night, which is Gallows and Anderson. No clue why they would do this team up. It makes no sense. It's super random. The Bullet Club, or the club, finally reunites, and everyone is crying tears of joy. Next is Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship. The match was actually pretty good. Probably the best of the night. Just the one I enjoyed the most. At some point, Samoa Joe kicked out of 2 Superman punches, which up until now we were supposed to, or meant to think, that 1 Superman punch would kill you. And then at one point, Samoa Joe pushed Roman Reigns into a referee, or the referee, which last week Roman Reigns was fined $3,000 or $5,000, I don't remember, for pushing him. But of course it ended with Roman Reigns getting the win, because obviously. We're back with Kurt Angle in his office, again, talking to Paul Heyman about Brock Lesnar's appearance later on in the night. Paul lets Kurt Angle know that if Kane or Braun decides to come out and attack Brock Lesnar, he'll be proactive, not reactive. He also claims that 2018 will be the year of the Beast, which, please God, no. Please God, no. I don't leave Brock Lesnar. Just go home. And then I get another video package like the one earlier in the night with Bayley pops up, but this time it's Absolution, and they confirm they'll be on the Royal Rumble, which I think there was one earlier in the night that had Sasha Banks, and I forgot to write it down, or that was last week, I don't remember. Next is the match that was actually like hyped for. Everyone was like, yes, Bullet Club versus Elias and The Miz Taraj. But of course before that, they had a great performance, like the best performance ever of The Miz Taraj singing with Elias. I should probably record it just so I can listen back to it constantly. They probably should have had the Bullet Club, or the club, face bigger people for their first match back, because everyone was like, please team them up. It's been teased many times and everyone was excited, and they had them face them, which was like, okay. Club gets the win, which everyone saw coming because it's Elias and the Miz Taraj against people who are like up there, and everyone goes home happy. Oh wait, it's time for the main event. Brock Lesnar coming out to talk with, or sorry, Paul Heyman coming out with Brock Lesnar to talk. In this promo, Paul Heyman confirms that no, Kane is not the devil's favorite demon, Brock Lesnar is. Paul ends the segment with some sort of demon talk, it sounded like. It was some sort of actual language that I didn't understand, but I'm assuming it was something spooky. Kane then comes out brokenhearted, finding out that the devil broke up with him, chokeslams Brock Lesnar, to which Brock Lesnar responds with, "Lol, I'm going to sit up." It ends with how every Brock Lesnar segment ends in a rivalry, which is them fighting and everyone coming out to split it up. That was the first Raw of 2018, which I thought was very meh. What did you guys think of the show? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching the return of Golden Wrestling Talk. At some point, Patrick will be joining me once again, and I'm excited for that. I will see you guys for SmackDown's show tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Later.